Hello viewers, this is Redeye speaking from the AO Gaming channel, and today I'll be playing Jurassic Park 3, Island Attack. So I played this game a bunch as a kid, never could really get too far. About a couple years back I finally, as an adult, found the game again and was able to beat it. So I'm going to show all of you today, in a few episodes here, going forward, how to beat this game. Also, the weird part with this game I've always found is that it doesn't really follow that close with the movie. To me, it should have actually just been called Jurassic Park Island Attack. You do get to play as Alan Grant, but there aren't any other survivors on the island. The only other person you even talk to is just the Coast Guard. So, anyway, let's briefly look at the controls and then we'll get going. I'm also playing this on my GameCube. I have a special device I bought years ago that I think Nintendo had come out with, where it basically has a slot that you can put your GameCube or Game Boy Advance games in, and it'll read them, and there's also a special disc that goes with that you put in the GameCube. So, it's pretty neat. So yeah, L and R buttons, the swipe items button when you have a bunch of items, A buttons to jump, B's your item/search button. And you can play, at least if you're playing with the GameCube, with the control stick or the D-pad. I prefer the D-pad myself. I'm just more used to that with this game. Anyway, let's get going. Alright, so that was the Coast Guard. You can talk to him again if you have the phone, which is selected right now, by pushing the B button. Coast Guard will give you some tips as you go, especially in the later levels too. And there's a Velociraptor. Nice. And the Spinosaurus. Actually looks pretty good for our Game Boy Advance graphics. This is the only part about the game I don't enjoy, is the control pad part with running. You have to basically double tap it twice in one direction to get Alan to run. It's not as easy as it sounds. Nice. Yeah, the Spinosaurus does a lot of damage, and as you can see, sends you flying. So yeah, when you're near a box, push the item button, which is the B button. You can only do it if you have the cursor glowing there. And rapidly push the B button. There's some medicine. That'll replenish a small amount of health. But there's larger first aid kits that are more valuable than that. So let's see, we've come all the way to the other side. Okay, cool. Moving right along. Oh, Gallimimus. Alright, got past that. Red boxes you have to push if they're in the way of stuff. You can't break them. Only boxes with cracks in them you can break. Here's a building here. And there's the flare gun. I'll be using that a lot in this game. Okay, so let's try this out. Oops. So basically, holding the flare gun out, you can then move in any direction, left or right. You can only shoot at stuff when you have the cursor on. Things like that. So in this case, I need to hit the box there to get rid of these vines. And there's another velociraptor. There's a ton of them on this island. Oh, that's not working. Always best to retreat. Wow, I've never had that happen twice. There we go. That raptor was pretty crafty at avoiding that box. Alright, let's get moving on here. One thing you want to do in this game is get a lot of health items. Because you're going to need them in the later stages. Alright, I need to quickly pause here for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, viewers, I'm back. I had to take care of one of my dogs, so they're all good now, and we'll get going. Anyway, so yeah, when you pause, actually, I'll briefly explain this. You can see what stage you're on, the amount of credits you have left. Wish they actually would have put more credits in this game, but it's not too bad. But if you're new to this game, it can be pretty hard. Basically, if you die in the game, you have to use a credit, and I believe you start at the beginning of whatever stage you are on. So that's kind of a pain. This also keeps track of your hit count and your time. So here we go. Let's move on with the rest of the game here. Oh, he's awake. Oh wow, that glitched on me. Nice, and I've got 2 of them now. Come on, dude. Don't do that to me. Jeez. At least that worked out. Okay, there's that bigger medical kit I was talking about. I'm gonna save that. Can't get through that door right now, so we'll investigate what's inside this building next. Oh, it's quiet. Too quiet. T-Rex. I have to fight this off. Nice, falling debris. Jeez, it almost looked like he was going to take my head off there. Alright. Now that was the first boss taken care of. And I think I'm going to call it a day with this episode. So viewers, what did you think of the game so far? It's not that bad once you, get used to the controls and stuff, obviously. But it's pretty simple for the most part. Basically just have to usually search around for items or other things to help you progress, and then you move on to the next stage. There are actually 8 stages in total on this game. And if you beat the game, you also unlock an option for the survival mode, which basically is just your 1 health bar, no continues, and try to, see how far you can get. I'm thinking of maybe actually playing that mode once I complete this standard mode here with the story. So, keep an eye out for that if I do play it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.